Klamovski, pengendali daripada Australia yang telah pun mulakan tugas secara rasmi pada 1 Januari 2025 di mana dia menggantikan Paul Mati yang mengambil alih buat sementara daripada jurulatih sebelum itu Kim Panggon yang juga merupakan jurulatih kesayangan rakyat Malaysia kerana beliau telah pun berjaya membawa satu dimensi baru kepada bola sepak Malaysia dan sudah pastilah ini antara senarai dalam masa sedekat jurulatih ataupun Ketua Jurulatih bagi skuad Harimau Malaya, Datuk Ong Kim Swee, memikul tanggungjawab besar pada tahun 2015 selama 2 tahun hingga tahun 2017 sebelum beliau digantikan oleh Nelo Vingara dari Portugal, kemudian Tan Cheng Ho, kemudian Kim Panggon yang membawa perubahan yang sangat besar, Paul Mati dan seterusnya Peter Klamovski. Okey, baik. Saya telah pun mendapat isyarat daripada lokasi sidang media akan dimulakan sekarang ini. Pengumuman pemain skuad Harimau Malaya untuk menentang Nepal dalam aksi kelayakan Piala Asia 2027. Sama-sama kita saksikan.
Pahang, Johor, Kuala Lumpur and Selangor. This selection process has been carried out to ensure that only the best quality players are chosen. The goal is to build a strong team in preparation for the first match against Nepal under the guidance of head coach Peter Klamovski, set to take place on March 25th. And we are also launching a dedicated social media platform for the national squad called Malaysia NT, where all activities throughout the training camp and the latest updates will be shared. To kick off this morning's event, we are proud to announce the full list of 27 players for the national squad. You can view the names on the screen. Alright, these are the warriors who will don our national colours, who will fight with passion and pride, and who will give their all for the crest on their chest. Congratulations to all the 27 players. So now, we would like to have Mr. Rob Friend, CEO of National Team, to deliver the opening speech.
Thank you, Vatin. Thank you everyone for having me, and my name is Rob Friend, the CEO of the national team. I've been here for 2.5 months, and it's been an honor to work with the Federation and all the great staff and the people and all the sponsors. To be part of Malaysian football, I'm very proud, I'm very excited to be part of this project. And you know, this has just been the first few months at this project, and we're very excited to get started. Obviously all the focus is on the camp, the upcoming camp, and then obviously the game against Nepal. So that's the focus. That should be the conversation for today's press conference. But very honored to be here, very excited, and we're really excited to get to work and you know, to let Peter and his fantastic coaching staff get to work. So thank you very much, and I'll hand it off to Peter.
All right, thank you, Mr. Rob. We now invite the leader behind this team, the mastermind of our tactics, our head coach Peter Klamovski, to share a few words and continue with the Q&A session together with Mr. Rob.
Thank you, Fatin. Thank you for the kind words, and thanks for all for attending today. I'll start off by echoing Rob's comments, and you know, firstly say how honoured and excited I am to be announcing the squad today, and you know, to be involved in a project led by His Royal Highness Crown Prince of Johor is a privilege and comes with great responsibility. Responsibility I wear on my shoulders, and it's, you know, I think everyone's excited and got some hope around the revolution of Malaysian football. I think it's important to recognise that the revolution is a legacy project for TMJ. It's a long-term project, it's a long-term view, and what we're all doing here is building the foundation for that, for success to follow in the future. I know this country has massive dreams and big aspirations, and step by step this project can reach those great heights, but not overnight. And so while I'm framing that as a long-term view, I think it's important to note that we have a short-term focus in front of us, and that's a passion and a commitment to qualify for the Asian Cup as well. And to do so, we need to top the group in this group stage. And that's going to create a little bit of history for our country, because that's not been done for a long time, to actually top a group in a competition phase. Maybe over a decade since that's happened. So, you know, there's no second place finish, there's no runner-up finish. The format's different. We have to be winners, we have to top the group. And this squad here is the first step to that. We have laser focused on our next opponent. We're excited to get into camp and work hard, get the preparation right for a strong performance, to be a team that's every Malaysian's going to be proud of, get the 3 points, and we continue to build. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Coach, and thank you, Mr. Rob. We can now start our Q&A session from reporters. Okay, Zul.
Hi, Coach. I'm Zul from Astro. Coach, there is no heritage player in the list, so can you comment on that? What is the status of our heritage player?
Yeah, they're all Malaysian players, and the process of the heritage players is in the final stages. I think positive news will come next week for a few players. But I wanted to say this: the heritage players, when they're announced, are Malaysian players. Yeah, whoever plays on the field are Malaysian players. Yeah, I'm selecting players that will be proud, passionate, and committed to play for Malaysia. So the heritage players, they're in final stages. My understanding, and I'm not a part of the process, but my understanding is the paperwork is the last stage in the government, and that's to be done once the players arrive. So then the national team will make an announcement at that point, and that should be next week. Yeah, good question. I think this camp could be maximum 3, with a view of more in June and then more to follow. Like I said, this is a long-term project. This is an important part of the process for us as a national team. But again, like I say, more to come with an announcement next week.
Hi, good morning. This is Mike from Terkini. When will you assemble the team, and do you think you have ample time to prepare for the first match against Nepal?
Yeah, so day 1 for our camp is on the 17th. It's a normal FIFA window for us. That's international football. It's not a long camp, but it's a camp that we're going to take as many steps as we can as a team, build a strong team mentality, and put out a performance against our next opponent with commitment, passion, intensity, to make every Malaysian proud. And whether it's a short camp or a longer camp, we'll make full use of the time together.
Next.
Hi, I am again. What do you think of when you observe our national players in the current domestic league? What are your thoughts about them, and how have you come to a decision this is the best 27 you call up to the national team?
Yeah, the first part of that is players that are going to play an exciting brand of football, be positive, aggressive, and have a real commitment to a team performance. We won't rely on one player. We rely on 11 players out on the pitch, and have that strong team mentality. Myself and all my committed staff have gone to many games. We've watched every game this season on video as well. And so within that, the framework is what sort of player can come in and play an exciting brand of football, who's going to be have that positive mind to do that. And like I said, I'm excited to get into the camp, put the work in, get our preparation right, and a strong performance, a team performance to get the 3 points.
Hi Coach, good morning. I'm Rahmi from Majority.
So my question is, as you know, the match is going to be held at SSI, which is at Johor. And the original for home formation is at Bukit Jalil, as you know. So maybe you have opinion about that? You didn't debut at the original home for Malaysia?
Malaysia it's a home ground, it's in Malaysia, so it's a home ground advantage wherever we are. I hope the supporters get behind the players wherever we are, whether we're in Johor or KL, the national stadium. For me, it's a home ground. For me, it's a camp that we're going to take full use of to get a strong team performance together, and wherever we are, make every Malaysian proud and excited to watch this team play. I hope all the supporters get behind the players, yeah, and show all of Asia the passion that Malaysians have for football, and that's the team we want to be. We want to show that passion with the way we play, and get every Malaysian off their seat cheering for this team.
Hi, good morning, Astro from Malaysia. One question for coach. During training camp, is there will be any friendly match?
No, we're not planning that. We're going to use the time out on the field altogether. The training concepts will be important for us. We will have internal matches against ourselves, so we'll keep that behind closed doors and take everything that we work on into the game against Nepal.
Hello, Farah from the New Straits Times. You both have had the opportunity to observe the Malaysian League and its team close up. In your view, what are the biggest strengths of local football, and what aspects do you feel need the most improvement to complete at a high level? Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. And like I said, myself and all my committed staff have spent time watching a lot of football, a lot of games. We've also gone to training sessions as well, because I think it's important to understand what happens on a daily basis, because our national team motto will be get better every day, and that means get better every day when we're in camp, but also when we're out of camp and players are at their respective clubs. Now, the majority of the players are playing in Malaysia in the player pool that we're looking at. So my thoughts are that Malaysian football has so much potential. It has areas to improve, yeah, and I think if we can all unite as country, and that's the federation, the clubs, the media, the players, everybody get behind this team and push the national team forward, that can help the league also improve as well, and be connected as a big family. My thoughts on the league are, the truth is that it needs to improve. I think there's a moment in time where we all know that the league can get better. And that's my opinion, but it's backed up by evidence as well. Evidence whereby, if you look at the physical data or the physical output in a game, in all the leagues in Asia, Malaysia's very low. The match minutes are very low. And sometimes that can mean the product of the game is not exciting, a little bit slow, a little bit... So that's things we can control, that's things we can improve. That's going to help our players get better. So, you know, if you look at our rivals, yeah, and that's who we're chasing, yeah, we're talking about a revolution, so we're chasing to be the best, yeah, well, our rivals from a domestic point of view in the league, and I'll just go our immediate rival, Vietnam, Thailand, these type of countries in their league, they have a higher tempo, they have higher match minutes, they play their league games at a higher level. So that's something, that's a fact, that's evidence-based, and I see that in my eyes, and that's something we need to, as a country, look at, and we need to improve it.
Nothing from Hasham. Less than 2 weeks before the match with Nepal, a bit late from the expected. Maybe you have the specific reason behind this delay, coach.
What are we late for? Sorry?
Maybe do you have any specific reason behind this delay?
What? the FIFA window is the FIFA window. The FIFA window starts on the 17th. Most national teams are announcing their squads around this time. I've just, again, focused on a preparation to get the best team possible together, the best squad possible together, work hard, stay humble, and do all our talking in camp, do our talking on the pitch.
Coach, back to the list. Faisal Halim, last he played for the national team March 2024. So after 1 year, maybe can you tell us the reason that you choose him?
Yeah, firstly, again, looking at the profile of all the players, yeah, but he's a profile that wants to go forward. He's looking in spaces to receive and go forward. He's a positive player on the field. He's an exciting player on the field. So like him, but many others, they have that attribute that I want to bring to life and do that as a team, not one player. We don't rely on one player. And, you know, the strength of us will be 11 players being a strong team in attack, in defence, in set plays, in everything. With Mickey, I spoke to Mickey last week. I wanted to see his desire and his mindset on this situation, and I looked into his eyes, and he was hungry, passionate and ready to put on the Malaysian jersey and make Malaysians proud. And connected to that is why he's in the squad.
Hi. Beyond just the Nepal game, you've spoken about wanting to elevate Malaysian football. What specific benchmarks or improvements are you looking for in this first international window? Thank you.
Yeah, important that we just take our first step in camp. Again, myself and all my staff are excited to get into camp. We've done plenty of observations. Once we're in camp and we're working as a team, we get to assess exactly where we are as a team, as a squad, and then get the job done this camp, and then look to work out how we need to take steps forward to keep improving Malaysian football. I mentioned the league. That's going to be a really big, important aspect to improve. How we can improve what we do every day out of camp will be an important aspect of our program. If we all have that mindset of get better every day, then we can take the steps forward to move Malaysian football in the right direction.
Can we have last one?
Hi, Hafiz from Skuad. So, Coach, what do you think? What are your thoughts on Nepal national team, as well as their new head coach, which from Australia too, Matt Ross? Thank you.
Again, I always pay ultimate respect to any opponent in front of us. Nepal will be a tough opponent. They'll have plenty of spirit, and we have full respect for them as a country, them as a team, and the manager in place there as well. Obviously, he'll be committed, and for that we have full respect, and we have ultimate preparation. And the focus will be, most importantly, on what we do, how we build our team. And again, that's really important, to get our preparation right in camp, to focus on a team performance to get the victory.
Okay, next one.
Hello. Hi. I'm Faizal Bazari from Astro Arena. So my question to Mr. Rob Friend. Mr. Rob, how do you see this project of the revolution for Harimau Malaya as a whole? What do you think?
Yeah, look, we've been here for two and a half months approximately. Really, my job is to really look at the big picture, look at all the different stakeholders in this country, from youth football, youth development, player pathway, pipeline, the league, the health of the league, the state of the league, because ultimately if you don't have a strong league, I think 100% of our players, or almost 100% of the players, come from the Malaysian Super League. If that's not strong, very difficult for the national team to be strong. I mean, that's day in, day out with the players, that's the environment they're in. So really, for me, it's looking at the big picture, setting sort of short, mid, and long-term goals. That's going to take time. That's going to take patience. Small steps. Really looking at, again, the challenges and then finding solutions for those challenges. And I think to Peter's point, it's about aligning. It's aligning the fans, aligning the media, aligning the stakeholders, again, from youth football to the league, to the state league, to the health of Malaysian football. And I think right now it's in a difficult position, obviously, with the state of the different stakeholders. And I think we can align everybody. To me, this country is a sleeping giant. And when His Royal Highness TMJ and again, I'm honored to get the call from him to be part of this project. I knew right away from what he explained that this country is a sleeping giant, and I'm excited to be part of that. But again, it's going to take time, and I want to leave. And I guess I speak for Peter. I can assure that we want to leave a legacy for the next person or the next group that takes this project. And again, that's going to take time. We need to build the foundation underneath the national team. So really, that's kind of the areas that I'm focused on. And then obviously supporting Peter and the players and the staff to have the short-term success against obviously Nepal in this camp, the upcoming June camp, and then obviously spending the time to really sort of align and to build the foundation.
I believe there's one more question for Mr. Rob. Are you okay? Okay. Hi. Okay, as you guys have clearly said it, the stronger the league is, the stronger the national team will be, the stronger the players will be. So backed by data and everything that Peter just said earlier on, and you saying that you need to align all the stakeholders and such, you have a proven track record of the Canadian Premier League and how well you've done there. But at the same time, like from your point of view, once you came into Malaysia and you observed all the matches and all the training and everything, what did you see was actually the biggest problem in our league, aside from the things that you guys have just noted just now? If you can share with us. Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, look, now's not the time to go into detail in the league. I'll stay high level right now, and I think to Peter's point is the data speaks for itself. The data is very poor on the player performance. We need to work with the league. We need to set standards as a league, and look, I represent the national team, but obviously, it's all connected. So we need that. We need the league to be strong. We need the league to be better. We need the players to perform better day in, day out, better environments, better training environments. These are areas that I'm looking at, and how can I and how can the national team support the league, in those areas that are weak. And again, that's just coming from the data that we have right now. So, without going into details, I think that's sort of the areas that we need to work on, and that takes time. That's sort of, we're still in a discovery process right now to see where it's at. We all know where the league, the state of the league, the health right now. I think they've got some items that they need to focus on for the next coming season, and then underneath the league is youth development. That's another area that I really want to focus on and understand is what are the young players doing? What are the opportunities they have in amateur or professional football? And I think it's important again that we're all aligned on the same vision, the same goal, because we cannot be working in silos. We have to work together, and sort of that's really my focus. In the mid to long term is to identifying that and working towards solutions.
All right, thank you, Mr. Rob and Coach Peter, and thank you all for being here. Should you have any interview requests, kindly see me after the event, right? Thank you, dan selamat berpuasa everyone. Thank you.
Thank you.
Baik, okey, apa komen dan pandangan anda tentang senarai pemain-pemain ini? Kita tengok kat situ ada nama Faisal Halim, di mana Faisal Halim dah lama tak beraksi dengan skuad kebangsaan dan dia disenaraikan oleh Peter Klamovski. Juga ada nama Muhammadu Sumareh di situ di bahagian serangan. Jadi anda boleh tinggalkan komen anda di YouTube yang sedang menyaksikan YouTube secara langsung, YouTube Astro Arena, dan bagaimana pula dengan adanya Nazmi Faiz Safai Rashid di bahagian tengah. Jadi mungkin anda ada pandangan sendiri. Zikri Khalili di bahagian pertahanan. Okey, inilah dia senarai pemain-pemain yang akan berada dalam kem skuad kebangsaan yang akan beraksi pada 25 Mac dalam aksi kelayakan Piala Asia 2027 yang akan berlangsung dijangka di stadium SSI, Stadium Sultan Ibrahim. Baik, tadi anda dah nampak kelibat Faizal Bazari dan juga Zuelmi Zainal Azam yang berada di Wisma FM. Jadi salah seorang daripada mereka akan kami hubungi untuk mendapatkan perkembangan lanjut mengenai pengumuman pemain-pemain skuad kebangsaan selepas ini. Kita berehat, jangan ke mana-mana.
Sini.
Kau recap balik.
Oh.
Kadang-kadang cakap tu sedih. Pasal-pasal tuan ni kadang-kadang tuan dia tak pandang. Kita lihat. Nasiblah dia yakin.
So kat situlah akan susah. Before this, akak tak pernah susah. Bapa akak ada, mak akak ada, tak pernah susah.
Semoga adik jadi seorang insan yang berguna masa depan. Jadi seorang muslimah, seorang Islam, orang berpendidikan.
Okey, itu dia projek Ramadan. Salah satu daripada siaran khas yang kami telah merancang lama untuk setiap kali bulan Ramadan, di mana dia akan bersiaran, akan menemui anda 3 kali seminggu, iaitu setiap hari Rabu, Jumaat dan juga pada hari Ahad. Anda boleh ikutinya sama ada di Nadi Arena, Nadi Weekend dan juga di YouTube Astro Arena. 2 orang host kami bawakan kepada anda, iaitu Zaki Zainal dan juga Husna Zainuddin. Okay, jom sekali lagi kita tengok senarai 27 pemain skuad kebangsaan yang dipanggil untuk menjalani sesi kem latihan untuk skuad kebangsaan bagi berdepan pasukan Nepal dalam aksi kelaikan Piala Asia 2027 yang akan berlangsung pada 25 Mac 2025, iaitu 6 hari sebelum kita menyambut Hari Raya Aidilfitri. Dan inilah dia senarainya. Mungkin ada yang tertanya tentang kehadiran Muhammadul Sumareh, di mana sekarang ini dah lama dah kita tak nampak Muhammadul Sumareh beraksi dalam kesebelasan untuk skuad kebangsaan. Tapi yang paling menarik adalah kehadiran Faisal Halim yang jangka akan bergandingan bersama dengan Arif Aiman, pemain penyerang pasukan Selangor, bergandingan dan juga penyerang pasukan Johor Darul Ta'zim. Ini sesuatu yang sangat dinanti-nantikan, sesuatu yang sangat menarik. Banyak yang boleh kita bicarakan dan saya sudah pasti anda yang menyaksikan dan juga melihat senarai pemain itu tadi sudah pun ada yang beri bermacam-macam komen tentang senarai pemain-pemain yang telah diturunkan. Tapi sebelum itu, Rob Friend yang anda saksikan tadi adalah merupakan Ketua Pegawai Eksekutif bagi pasukan Skuad Harimau Malaya. Kali pertama saya rasa kita ada CEO untuk Skuad Kebangsaan. Rob Friend adalah merupakan bekas pemain kebangsaan pasukan Kanada dan beliau sebenarnya pernah beraksi lama di Bundesliga. Itu antara latar belakang bagi CEO yang masih lagi muda, usianya 44 tahun. Dan kita harap dengan kehadiran beliau yang juga merupakan seorang ahli perniagaan mampu untuk membawa dimensi lebih baru gandingannya bersama dengan Peter Klamowski. Diharap inilah gabungan yang menjadi impian kita untuk melihat Harimau Malaya terus terbang lebih tinggi daripada sebelum ini. Okey, baik. Kami cuba untuk menghubungi Zulhami Zainal Azam yang berada di Wisma FM untuk kita dapatkan perkembangan lebih terkini dan lebih jelas mengenai pemain skuad kebangsaan. Okey, itu dia Zulhami, saya pun bersedia. Assalamualaikum Zul.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Akbar Sahari.
Okey, baik Zul. Terus saja apa yang kita nak dengar ulasan dulu daripada Zul tentang pemain-pemain yang diumumkan tadi oleh Peter Klamowski. Silakan.
Okey, saya boleh rumuskan tak banyak kejutan berlaku kecuali Faizal Halim kembali berada dalam skuad kebangsaan selepas kali terakhir pada Mac 2024 yang mana seperti kita nantikan pemain warisan negara tiada dalam senarai. Saya rasa itu akan menjadi topik ataupun perkara yang mencuri perhatian dalam senarai 27 pemain kali ini. Kita difahamkan sebelum ini ada pemain warisan negara akan berada dalam skuad negara dalam masa terdekat sekaligus mampu untuk diturunkan bagi aksi seawal Mac bertemu Nepal. Tetapi perkembangan yang dikongsikan oleh Peter Klamowski dalam sidang media pengumuman pemain pada hari ini, pemain-pemain terbabit iaitu seramai 3 pemain dalam peringkat akhir, proses akhir untuk melengkapkan proses dokumentasi sebagai pemain warisan negara dan di mana ia sekarang ini di peringkat antara kerajaan Malaysia. Jadi saya kira tak banyak perkara yang kita boleh lihat untuk bagaimana melihat kelainan pasukan negara kerana lain-lain ataupun skuad ini rata-ratanya dibarisi pemain yang boleh saya katakan hampir sama walaupun beberapa pemain kembali memperkuatkan pasukan kebangsaan seperti saya katakan Faizal Halim termasuk Syarul Saad dan Muhammad Sumareh yang sebelum ini saya rasa diketepikan dalam aksi Piala MX untuk tugasan terakhir pada ujung tahun lalu.
Tapi Zul, ada banyak lontaran-lontaran komen daripada peminat bola sepak tentang kehadiran Muhammadu Sumareh ini, Zul. Ya. Jadi sejauh mana sebenarnya Muhammadu Sumareh ini akan dapat merebut tempat selaku penyerang utama? Kita kat sini kita ada Akia Rashid, kita ada Arif Aiman di depan, Faisal Halim. Kita ada Paulo Josue, Romel Morales. Nampak macam sukar untuk Muhammadu Sumareh untuk merebut posisi utama selaku penyerang.
Okey Akbar, sebenarnya persoalan yang dilontarkan ini bukan kali pertama. Setiap kali kolab kalau dia nak ada nama Sumareh, sudah pasti akan menjadi pertanyaan. Kita lihat saja bagaimana Kim Panggon menyeraikan Muhammad Sumareh ketika kempen Piala Asia Qatar 2023. Tetapi saya melihat itulah mata seorang jurulatih. Beliau melihat mungkin kelebihan yang boleh digunakan oleh pemain naturalisasi negara ini mungkin di bahagian sayap yang mempunyai fizikal yang baik dan mempunyai pengalaman yang cukup luas di pentas antarabangsa. Tinggal lagi beliau tidak banyak minit permainan bersama klub di JDT, tetapi seperti yang kita lihat sebelum ni mana-mana pemain yang mewakili JDT apabila mereka beraksi bersama skuad kebangsaan tak banyak beza dengan mana-mana pemain yang mempunyai minit permainan yang banyak di kelab masing-masing. Jadi saya rasa untuk Muhammad Sumareh betul beliau berdepan persaingan yang sengit di bahagian sayap kanan terutamanya, tetapi saya rasa dia boleh menjadi pilihan di posisi itu untuk menguatkan skuad negara ketika melakukan serangan.
Okey, baik. Tadi kalau kita dengarkan lontaran pendapat daripada Peter Klamowski, dia menyebut bahawa ada yang bertanya tadi tentang adakah akan ada perlawanan persahabatan sebelum aksi. Tapi yang saya dengar tadi, kalau tak silap saya, tidak akan ada perlawanan persahabatan. Betul Zul? Menjelang aksi depan Nepal nanti. Jadi bagaimana, kalau betul tak ada, jadi bagaimana Zul melihat situasi ini? Untuk, yalah, mereka tidak akan diuji, tapi terus akan berjumpa dengan pasukan Nepal.
Okey, saya bukan nak menidakkan kemampuan pasukan Nepal, tetapi mungkin nasib baik kita bertemu dengan Nepal untuk aksi pertama Klamoski. Tak ada peranan persahabatan. Jadi saya rasa kalaulah kita berjumpa dengan Vietnam, tak ada peranan persahabatan, saya rasa kita boleh meramalkan dan berjangkakan apa yang akan berlaku. Tetapi melihat kepada situasi ini, bertemu dengan pasukan Nepal dan Klamoski memerlukan lebih masa untuk memahami pemain dia. Dalam masa saya rasa kalau 16 hari bulan mereka menjalani latihan, dalam masa 8 hari saja untuk pergi ke aksi pertama bertemu Nepal itu. Jadi saya rasa beliau lebih mengutamakan untuk mendekati pemain terlebih dahulu sebelum menguji dalam sesuatu perlawanan. Jadi sukar sebenarnya kerana tak ada aksi persahabatan. Cuma saya melihat kelebihan kat sini, pemain yang dipilih itu sudah memahami antara satu sama lain dan itu mungkin membantu untuk mendapatkan satu keputusan yang baik walaupun tiada aksi persahabatan sebelum bertemu Nepal. Akbar.
Okey Zul, kita lihat kali ini skuad kebangsaan ni lain daripada yang lain. Apabila tadi kita tengok pada sesi sidang bila dengan kehadiran CEO pasukan Harimau Malaya, Rob Friend, dan kita ada Peter Klamoski. Walaupun Peter Klamoski tidak pernah menjadi jurulatih utama skuad kebangsaan, tapi dia banyak menjadi jurulatih bagi klub-klub hebat juga di pentas Asia. Jadi, okey Zul sebagai seorang wartawan yang banyak buat liputan tentang skuad kebangsaan. Dah lama sejak Zul bersama dengan Astro. Jadi, untuk kali ini, bagaimana Zul melihat apakah akan ada satu perubahan yang besar impaknya dengan adanya Peter Klamoski, adanya CEO skuad kebangsaan. Tetapi inilah pemain-pemain yang kita ada. Apa yang Zul jangkakan?
Okey, saya jangkakan sesuatu yang menarik akan berlaku untuk skuad kebangsaan berdasarkan projek yang telah dicetuskan oleh Tunku Mahkota Ismail sendiri untuk membantu skuad negara layak ke Piala Asia khususnya. Dengan pelantikan struktur organisasi baru ini, kita dapat lihat perancangan itu lebih teratur dengan adanya seorang jurulatih yang mempunyai pengalaman yang cukup baik walaupun tidak menjadi ketua jurulatih, tetapi beliau bertindak sebagai penolong jurulatih bersama skuad Australia pada 2015 membantu The Socceroos menjuarai piala berprestij itu. Cuma itulah menjadi cabaran kepada Peter sendiri, Coach Peter sendiri untuk merencana satu formula yang baik untuk mendapatkan satu keputusan yang positif dalam kempen kelayakan Piala Asia khususnya. Dan apapun, saya melihat segala KPI ataupun hala tuju bagus ataupun tak bagus skuad negara ini adalah pertemuan menentang Vietnam dalam dua peranan dalam kempen kelayakan kali ini, kerana pertemuan itu yang akan menentukan sama ada Malaysia layak ke Piala Asia ataupun sebaliknya. Jadi keseluruhannya untuk revolusi ini kita melihat satu pertandingan yang positif dan saya menjangkakan satu pertandingan yang positif. Tapi apapun keputusannya, jawapannya kita akan dapat tahu bertemu Vietnam nanti.
Okey Zul, sebelum saya lepaskan anda, dah dapat tarikh panggilan untuk kem latihan? Dah ada tarikh dah? Untuk
16 Mac lapor 16 Mac lapor diri. 17 Mac mereka 17 Mac mereka akan memulakan sesi latihan pertama skuad kebangsaan yang mana rakan tugas kita Kamal akan berada di Johor untuk sesi latihan tersebut.
Okey baik. Terima kasih Zul. Sekarang saya boleh lepaskan Zul. Sampaikan salam pada Faizal Bazari.
Sama-sama. Okey, baik.
Okey, insya-Allah. Okey, baik. Alhamdulillah. Kita dah pun dapat melihat senarai pemain-pemain skuad kebangsaan. Bilakah aksinya? Ini dia. Malaysia akan bertemu dengan pasukan Nepal pada 25 Mac 2025, iaitu kurang seminggu sebelum Hari Raya Aidilfitri, di mana kami akan bawakan secara langsung dengan perancangan pada jam 9.30 malam di Astro Arena 801 dan perlawanan ini akan dilangsungkan di Stadium Sultan Ibrahim SSI di Johor Bahru. Okey, baiklah. Saya harapkan anda boleh terus berbicara mengenai pemain-pemain yang telah pun disenaraikan tadi. Siapakah pemain yang anda boleh mencongak sendirilah. Siapakah sebenarnya yang harus berada dalam kesebelasan utama bagi skuad kebangsaan bertemu dengan pasukan Nepal nanti. Baik, Nadi terkini berakhir di sini. Jangan lupa pada jam 12 tengah hari, Nadi World juga bersama dengan saya, Akbar Sari. Salam hormat, kita jumpa lagi.